Hello and welcome to another contemporary piano soundbite. These are specially written pieces composed during lockdown, raising money for the Help Musicians UK Coronavirus Hardship Fund. Do look at our Just Giving page. Go to Contemporary Piano Soundbites and there you'll find it. And today's piece is written by the composer Simon Clarkson. Simon's a good friend of mine and a former colleague on the staff of Sherborne School for Girls here in Dorset. Simon is a wonderfully fine musician, a brilliant organist, and also an excellent composer. He studied at the University of Edinburgh where he was one of the last pupils of the great composer Kenneth Leighton, who admired Simon a great deal. Simon has held several teaching posts. He's been Director of Music at Giggleswick School in Yorkshire and Head of Academic Music at Sherborne Girls for a good few years now, and also is a regular recitist at Sherborne Abbey as well as throughout this country and elsewhere in Europe. A wonderful organist. And also he's written a considerable body of wonderful work, some choral works, and some organ pieces and piano pieces too. And Simon reflected on one of his daily lockdown walks. He heard some birds singing and it brought to mind a poem, Everyone Sang, by Siegfried Sassoon. And this piece is entitled The Singing Will Never Be Done, and you will see where the quote comes from the end of this poem. It's very beautiful and richly evocative, and if you think of Simon on his lockdown walk through the fields and contemplating this poem of Sassoon, I'll read it first and then I'll play the piece. The piece, The Singing Will Never Be Done, the world premiere, a piece by Simon Clarkson. But first, the poem. Everyone Sang, by Siegfried Sassoon. Everyone suddenly burst out singing, and I was filled with such delight as prisoned birds must find in freedom, winging wildly across the white orchards and dark green fields, on, and out of sight. Everyone's voice was suddenly lifted, and beauty came like the setting sun. My heart was shaken with tears, and horror drifted away. Oh, but everyone was a bird, and the song was wordless. The singing will never be done. touch of magic from the pen of Simon Clarkson. The singing will never be done, and a beautiful reflection on nature in these troubled times. Thank you to Simon for writing that. Thank you to you for listening. We're nearing the end of our contemporary piano soundbite series now, but do look out for a selection of them in due course, which will appear on the Prima Facie label on a CD. But more news of that in due course, but we've still a little something still to go. So see you soon for another contemporary piano soundbite. Bye-bye.